Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Sally. What's up, Sally?
What's up?
All right, so like I was telling Sally off air, my attempts at seeing the Black Panther were defeated because I kind of underestimated them having seats available, and of course, most of the stuff that I wanted was sold out. They had like these seats in the very front row, and as Scott says, that's not fun. Of course, I wouldn't want to strain my neck and be miserable in the theater. So we tried multiple screenings after the time we picked. Wasn't working out, so we gave up. And we're going to try to see it this coming weekend. Second attempt, we'll see. But anyway, Black Panther has in $404 million worldwide in 4 days.
That's good.
I know. And the way it's growing, it could be at 750 by this coming Sunday, which is incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad it's doing good.
Yeah.
I was afraid there for a while. But
well, so far so good. So Black Panther, people are loving it. The experience, didn't hear anything bad about it at all. Peter Rabbit's number 2 has in about 54 million, despite the controversy about them attacking the villain and taking advantage of his allergy weakness or whatever. The third place movie is 50 Shades Freed. And that has in about $269 million worldwide. That's already a success. The biggest surprise is Jumanji, which was in 7th place, now has jumped back higher again to 4th place, has in $906 million. Now,
wow.
I know. The big thing with this movie is that it keeps coming back from the bottom. It keeps moving back up constantly. And I really hope somehow that this movie reaches $1 billion, because it would be really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a good movie.
We went to
see it.
Yeah?
It was good.
It'd be really nice if The Rock got $1 billion movie. That would be awesome. So I hope, for his sake, it could happen if it stays at number 4 for a while. Couple weeks it could reach it. Greatest Showman's doing well, beyond expectations as well. That has in $341 million.
Good.
Maze Runner also is $259. So all these movies are great.
What I'm hearing, that one was good too. Everybody seemed to like it. I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah. So I'm glad that's happening. What else do we have in here? Christopher Nolan had came out and said that he is not going to be directing Bond 25. He's out of the running. So they're going to try to get a nice director for that movie. Martin Freeman is set for more MCU films. What's up, Vaughn?
Hey, Vaughn.
What's going on? Hey, Vaughn.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm here.
Okay. So we were just saying about Black Panther, $404 million.
Oh, goody.
In 4 days, and it might reach $750 million by Sunday. So that's insane. But as I was saying off air, we went to go see it, and no seats, no good seats available. And we went trying to get multiple times afterwards, and just gave up. In defeat, gonna try to see it on the weekend. Another attempt.
Make sure try to get it reserved somewhere, because that's the second weekend. A lot of people that have seen it is probably going to go and see it again.
Yes. So again, this is going to be $1 billion movie, easy, I think. maybe in question if it could be a $2 billion movie. Who knows? I mean, this could be a movie that has staying power like Titanic and just stays there for a while.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm actually glad about that. It's about time.
Yeah, I agree 100 million% because, you know, of all movies, it's probably way better than Titanic.
Yeah.
Although I did like Titanic, but.
I did it. I had to go and watch it with a bunch of teenagers and a good-looking teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty then. We got, and also we were talking about The Rock, how his movie exceeded what they expected beyond measure. And,
Jumanji?
yeah. 906 now.
God, really?
And it went back up from 7th place to 4th place. They thought it was going to finish up at 900. It's still going. So I really hope it could reach $1 billion. We don't know because it could drop off fast, but I hope that it just stays there and does it for The Rock. That'd be great. But we'll see, because I know it's coming on video soon.
Yep.
Couple weeks. So hopefully it could reach that $1 billion number.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Well, here.
Yeah. So Martin Freeman is going to be in the MCU movie. So the Sherlock things with Moffat looks in doubt, even in a couple of years.
Well, yeah, because his character been introduced. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's been in. Yeah, he's been in there.
He's in
Civil
there.
War.
Yeah, he's gonna probably. Yeah, he's part of MCU right now. So that's really good. Like anybody who can get into that is set.
I know.
Yeah.
So if there's an opportunity to get in there, get in there.
Get in there, yeah.
I mean, you know, Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer. It's going to be a Wasp. You know, get in there if you can.
Get in there.
Don't reject Marvel.
Please don't.
And the funny thing was, and I keep talking about the story, how Natalie Portman wanted out, remember?
Yeah.
With Thor 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like her friend's like, yeah, did you know that you're going to become Thor? She's like, I want to be back in Marvel. I love the MCU. Yeah, because you want to be Thor. Female Thor. So now you want to be back. It's like, hello, because you got a whole thing is franchise. 3-movie deal. Oh my God, female Thor. No. So I hope that doesn't happen. But and Hugo Weaving, who I love him in most movies, I did not like him as the Red Skull at all. So I hope he doesn't come back. But that was originally a thing that Captain America was supposed to have a 4th movie with the Red Skull coming up. And an invasion or something. But that's probably too similar to all these other movies they're doing. So there's that. How you guys been? How you been doing on your holiday weekends?
It's been okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You too, Sally?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, just today was mostly when I was defeated, I wanted to go into Country Donuts, which is like one of my favorite things. You know, I was like, all right, it was worth the trip. I got the Country Donuts. And again, you know, it's when you have a place that's not close to you, and it's like, you know, something like Tim Hortons, I like that too. You know, this stuff is really cool. So, and then we got pizza too. And any day I have pizza, it's a good day. So,
I never had any of Tim Hortons stuff because we don't have that here.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's something that I guess is up north thing because down here we don't have a Tim Hortons.
They might have it eventually. Eventually, you never know.
Yeah, I doubt.
If they could put a Starbucks in European countries, they could put a Tim Hortons where you live. Hopefully.
No, I doubt that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's too oversaturated with Starbucks. It would not win because Starbucks.
Yeah, we don't have a Starbucks here.
But Tim Hortons is mostly different varieties of donuts, which is really good, and breakfast.
I heard it was really good.
Not necessarily the coffee aspect of it. So
see,
it would survive.
It would survive, but then you have Krispy Kreme too, which we have.
Oh, you have that.
We do have that. So
see here, there is no Krispy Kreme on Staten Island that I know of. Been searching, but when I found out this one location in the city I traveled just to that location. I've only been there twice in my lifetime. And I got to tell you, it's incredible, the donuts.
It is. It's
yeah.
I love Krispy Kreme.
Incredible.
Krispy Kreme is really good.
So, if I could go there again, but it's not an easy trip. It's, you know, it's out of the way for me.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
But-
I would love Tim Horton down here. Because I heard so many good things, but it's just logistically, it probably would not happen. Or they'll probably put one by Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
So
they used to have in Dunkin' Donuts the honey dip donut, which was glazed and then it was honey dip. Honey dip was a completely different animal there.
I'm not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts.
But they did away with the honey dip donuts.
Oh.
And they did away with the honey dip donuts even in country donuts. They just called it glazed and it was whatever. But when you go to Tim Hortons, you have a honey dip donut. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's incredible. So I think I'm gonna go get Tim Hortons tomorrow now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a video there.
I mean,
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I had Dunkin' Donuts and I'm not a fan of those.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too plain for me. It's just like plain tasting.
I used to love Dunkin' Donuts, and then it got so ridiculously commercialized.
Yeah.
And kind of did away with the quality. And you know what it is? Like when you start shrinking your donut.
Yeah.
Where you could fit stuff in a box, and it's like if you actually remember what the size of the donuts were in like the 70s compared to now, it's like double the size. Same thing like everything else. They shrunk everything. Yeah,
but don't you agree that everything, the taste has changed? Like compared to the 90s when it was like everything was still good.
Yes, they said that they took out trans fat. They said something about trans fat. The Devil Dogs changed formula. Everything changed formula. It was so much better back then.
Awful now. I mean, I went overseas and their food tastes better than what's over here.
True.
Yeah,
so things change, unfortunately. So we were talking yesterday about the action figures, which they're looking really good. Some of these action figures. So
they looking all right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at Mattel though. That was really. I was like, oh, good Mattel. Branching out. Yeah.
And then I'm trying to scour for news about Doctor Who. And
it's just been people. It's just, I mean, it's just like now they're doing a lot of, like she's doing selfies with people now.
Right.
Like, that's good and all. I mean, but it's just like, that's not telling me anything.
Yeah, I know.
But it's cute. Like the little ones are dressing up like her. So we can say that's an easy outfit to copy. But I'm still on the fence.
We all are, and the fact that it took so long for them to announce that Murray Gold is fired, basically gone.
Yeah,
they let him go. I mean, there's no way around it. They've just been trying to avoid a way to explain it, and that's just a bad move.
Yeah,
I mean, I know they want direction, but you know what? He was gone probably before even they said they got rid of him. So if you have a composer and you won't let him compose and you micromanage, then you know what? He's out. And that's basically it. I mean, he wanted to do so much stuff that he was paid for to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we don't want you to have a regeneration song for Matt Smith. No, we don't want to have we're going to reuse Rings of Akatan song. And no, we're not going to give you a Capaldi regeneration song. Yeah. We want you to use this. And it's, come on, man. It doesn't make any sense. You know.
That's sad, man. Yes. Just a lot of, that's the thing that, you know, I can care. I mean, really, she's just an actress. I'm sorry to say that, but I can care less about that. The real problem is that they have a lot of house cleaning to do. And that's going to reflect in the show because this in production drama that's going on right now, no. Y'all need to quit. Y'all need, see, that's the thing. And I still say this. They should have waited. Like they could have did a mini series or something to buy the time because they're not prepared. And that's showing that they're not prepared.
if they would have let her take pictures with everybody at first. But now it's like they feel like they have no choice. It's like because of the revolt, you know. What's up, Scott?
Nada.
So we were just talking about Jodie Whittaker's taking pictures with tons of fans now all of a sudden.
Yeah, I saw that.
And where did that happen when it first announced? You know, it's like
Where's the hashtag feminism hashtag where women hear me roar? Why didn't they come out then?
And I know that there's these other articles, and this is related to sci-fi.
Yeah.
But it's not connected with Doctor Who. There's all this stuff coming out today about Discovery. Now, again, despite the news to the contrary, like they're trying to make it like, oh my God, it was so successful. Discovery season 1 of Star Trek. No. Like, it honestly, because you isolated the
service, they pay X amount of bucks. Of course, it's going to be successful, and you don't have the limitations that you do on the main channel.
But because you isolated your audience, your audience is going to be small compared to what it actually should be.
Yeah.
And you don't see like the major people talking about, oh my God, that Discovery finale. Oh my God. The only reason they did this Discovery ending is because of shock and awe to get you for season 2. But season 2 was approved before season 1 aired.
Oh, God.
I don't think anybody knows this. They did not want to admit defeat. So because of ego, they paid for it before the first episode aired. So the only way you're going to know if it's a failure is if they don't renew it for season 3. Then you can honestly say it failed season 1.
Yeah.
And they basically killed off their whole cast anyway, which makes it like you're banking on the mirror universe as your whole thing, really.
Yeah.
And you like the whole thing with the mirror universe is that it was good and great and fantastic in small doses, not in a whole season worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it led up to the mirror universe.
So and now you're saying that Enterprise and then Discovery, like Star Trek Enterprise show, and then Discovery, all this stuff happened with the mirror universe before Kirk.
What?
And then you're making it that now all Klingons that are evil have a freaking goatee, which makes no sense that Spock's father has a goatee too. That's just stupidity. Okay?
What?
Yeah.
That they should have never done that. The fact that I lost all respect to the show when they had Sarek have a goatee, just like Spock. That's stupidity.
Yeah, that's getting old. That's lazy.
Do something original.
You don't know what you're doing writing.
Like maybe have like Sarek, if you're going to make him look different, maybe have him have half his face. Like it was like a war-torn thing. Yeah. He's kind of robotic, or he's kind of like whatever, or something. But to copy off the original.
Don't do the over cliche.
And the whole thing, and again, I predicted, even though I didn't see it, I said it, you have Michelle Yeoh, right?
Yeah.
I said, even though they killed her off in episode 2, she's going to be in it. And they're like, well, how could that be? They ate her. Like the Klingons ate her body, like at the dinner table. I'm like, I don't care. She's going to be in it. And lo and behold, how predictable that she is the ruler of the entire universe in the mirror universe.
I was thinking when they did the whole just before they introduced her, the Emperor, I was thinking 5, 4. Yep, I'm 3 seconds off.
And she's supposedly what, the granddaughter of the one in Enterprise, or something like that, because the one in the Enterprise was Asian that took over the mirror universe, and they used the ship technology from freaking Next Generation in the past for the mirror universe to be created, or whatever the hell it is, to be an offshoot, or I don't know, whatever. It's just confusing. Yeah, it's confusing. So now everybody's dead, and supposedly you had Sasha from Walking Dead. Yeah, Michael Burnham is her name, which I'm sorry, I know you're in the future, but you don't call a female Michael. I don't like that. I mean, yeah, I understand they have names like that, but it's just ridiculous. But anyway, so what? Is she we don't know if she's the captain now? And
no, she's not the captain. No.
But there's no captain.
They're heading to Vulcan to get the new captain.
So who's the captain now? Until that happens,
The tall.
the guy that can't lead for his life.
No, the tall dude. I can't think of his name off the top of my
The
head.
alien guy.
Yeah, the alien guy.
That kid couldn't lead himself out of a brown paper bag. He's the captain.
This all seems.
The stupid idiot guy. That's just stupid.
This is why I have no interest in starting Discovery at all.
Right.
I would not watch
Makes
it.
no sense.
Yes.
But with the exception of him and Sarek, there's all women on the bridge.
Which is fine.
Right.
I have no problems with that. But this.
But you killed off the captain. You killed off the doctor. Right. You killed off everybody. Just about. So how do you have Discovery with half a crew? Like.
You pick them up at Vulcan, or you pick them up at.
So, in other words, the real crew of Discovery that should last decades or years and be popular didn't even appear in season 1 yet. That's what you're saying? Like, the whole crew of Discovery they sucked, and it's like they're all Pike or something, and now, okay. Well, why do you have the Enterprise now at the end? Because now, here's the thing. Everybody
It's a grab.
Yeah, I know that, but the thing is.
It's pretty much a viewer grab.
Wait.
They use that as a teaser.
Are we talking about the Enterprise with Scott Bakula, right?
No.
Oh, no. We talking about that was never mind. You're talking about that.
At the end of Discovery, there's a distress call, and they have to help out the Enterprise with Captain Pike and First Officer Spock. And it's 10 years before Kirk, but Vulcans age differently. So
where do Scott Bakula's captain fall? Because he the first.
Well. First of all, we don't know if this is even though they're saying it is. More than likely, it's not the Prime Universe or the Kelvin Universe or anything.
Oh God. Okay. Once again, this is why I would not be giving my time to this. I'm
right.
Sorry. I have no interest in Discovery.
And they're trying to tell you, oh, hang in there, we'll explain. No, it's not the same universe. Don't make them think it is. I mean,
this is why
it's a good show, but it's not. It's not.
You know what's going to happen?
But it's one of those never on the top of my list to watch.
You know what they're going to do to separate this from Star Trek Forever? In the season 2. They're going to have Spock and the Enterprise be destroyed. And this shows it's a new universe. In the friggin' first episode of Discovery, they're going to die. And then it's just going to be a new timeline. Okay? And that's how they're going to do it. They're going to kill off Spock, and they're going to blow up the Enterprise, Pike, and Kirk is going to be alive, but he's going to be, he's 10 years younger. He's going to be somewhere, but the Enterprise is going to be destroyed. And that's how you're going to have a whole new universe.
This is why I don't understand about most of these series. They are so convoluted with different universes that, certain stuff should be linear. Like Star Trek should be a linear thing. We shouldn't be going to alternate universes because that's how that show was built back in the day, as a linear thing. Now we have this universe and this mirror universe, and then we have another universe out there. I'm like, okay, even if I did want to get back in Star Trek, I would not have interest, which I don't, because I don't feel like going through 3 universes to try to understand one universe.
Right.
I mean, it may call me lazy, but I just don't want to do that with a show. I don't.
Here's the best way we could explain it, and I'm going to do a diagram. Okay. This is the timeline, let's say, right? Okay, nice, not straight line, but okay, whatever, right? Don't blame me for not being straight. Okay, so Captain Picard travels back in time in First Contact to go after the Borg, right?
Yep.
So we'll say like this is over here, okay? So then he goes like a U-turn, okay? And he's here. While he's there, another Borg ship escapes and then creates this line, which is Enterprise time, because Scott Bakula encountered the Borg. So technically, it's a new timeline here, right? But while this is going on, Spock from Next Generation goes back in time and creates this line, which is the Kelvin universe, right? So, and also, now listen to this. While we're in Enterprise timeline, okay, in in the next generation timeline, this is the prime universe, right? A ship goes back in time again in the mirror universe and creates another timeline, which is going to be this thing. In other words, because they're going back in time, right? They're creating new universes each time. So next generation,
sliders, that type of.
Next generation basically created two different universes, right? Spock went back in time to before Kirk was born, and that created the Kelvin universe. The ship from this next generation time went back in time to Enterprise time, and because the mirror universe was altered, the universe that is Star Trek universe is going to be altered because you have next generation technology that went into pre-Kirk time. It's complicated. Scott Bakula time. So that's why all the technology is way more advanced than it actually should be, because technology had a jump start. So you had next generation technology brought back hundreds of years, and then from that point on, they're making newer technology.
I still have no interest in this at all.
So technically, the mirror universe, now that it's altered, should alter Discovery timeline if it didn't already, which it has. And this should be a completely different universe now. Which I don't even know if there'll be an Enterprise in this universe that's famous, or if there'll be a Picard on the Enterprise or anything. But it should be
so basically different people are trying to go back and rewrite time, and each time they rewrite it, it brings off into another universe. This doesn't make sense. I mean, they can't even be linear in their own show. That's just really. I mean, people like that though, so Discovery might still do well because people like that type of stuff where it doesn't make sense.
I can tell you, in order for them to make their show, they think a success. I have a 95% feeling they're gonna blow up the Enterprise in episode 1 of season 2 with Spock and Pike, so that way they can forever just an open door. Anything goes. They could do whatever the hell they want.
Problem is, they're talking about the Enterprise is supposed to have a second appearance later on down the season.
Okay, Kirk is like 10 years old.
In this timeline, right?
I mean, he's a human, so like Vulcans could be hundreds of years. Like he's in preschool, whatever the hell. Not 10 years old. Maybe he's in preschool. I don't know. Like it's ridiculous. You can't even have.
What they're talking about is, when we see the Enterprise for this audience grab at the end of this first season, that's the first time, and then later on down the line, it's supposed to be like 1 or 2 more times it's supposed to show up.
Well, here's a kicker now. The Kelvin universe, the new movie, they're supposed to go back in time, and they're going to create another friggin' universe.
Oh, goody.
Because they're going to go back in time to before Spock and the Romulans went back in time. And they're going, I guess Kirk is going to save his father. Chris Hemsworth. But it's not going to be the same. Because that knowledge from the future, his father is going to make him in Starfleet even more so than he originally was, because he's going to be like, you are like Destiny, you are this, you are that, and something's going to be different. Even though he's going to still be Kirk, it's going to be Enterprise, the timeline's going to be another timeline, and that's going to be a way to reboot the whole entire thing again. So.
Well. That's interesting.
There you go. 5 universes, basically.
Good Lord.
Okay, quoting everybody now.
Yeah.
Too convoluted as it is.
And I'm not even going to confuse you where the far future Voyager Janeway went back in time to defeat the Borg to make them go home anyway. Because then you really get ahead.
Yeah.
So we're just not going to just go there with that
Good
one.
luck with that Star Trek and all your endeavors with time travel. I could see why the guy friends don't want certain people to have time travel now.
And just so you know, we do have time travel because some schmuck, whoever he or she is, made the Bernstein Bears Bernstein and took Dolly's braces away.
But no, I had to literally argue my friends that when I was growing up and saying it was Bernstein. That's why I remembered on that thing. It was not Bernstein at all. I never remembered that. And then I was like, what the hell is going on? Because if I remember it being on the books and stuff like that, even the television show, you mean these people that was a few years after me can't remember that the pronunciation of that?
Well, here's the thing.
I had to really argue with them with that, and they still believe that it's the second one. I'm like, are you serious?
It could be this. If time was altered, okay, maybe it's that we as human beings, it's not like the movies. We would remember because maybe we have that extra perception, intelligence of percentage of brain power that we don't use, that we know the timeline is altered.
Okay, here we go.
Like Guinan from Next Generation.
This can also apply to deja vu. I thought about this about several years ago. Basically, imagine a lighthouse, okay?
Yeah.
And here we go. Here's your house. We all know the little beam that shines. Lighthouse goes around, and wherever it hits, that's a memory. Randomly, it hits to where, okay, is it a deja vu moment? Is it a Mandela effect moment? We don't know. But either way, remember things differing ways. That's the best way of describing deja vu and the Mandela effect, because we're catching a beam at two different angles or differing angles. So,
well, I'll give you another example. If you want to know who a time traveler is, it's Nostradamus. Because don't give me that crap that people seeing visions of the future. No, he's a time traveler. Because if he's saying all this stuff that's going to happen in the future, and there's actually books that the public don't know about that the government was studying, then basically he had a jump start of hundreds of years to alter whatever that we really had to alter. Mm-hmm. So the government, whatever they could decipher, would alter these key things, like California being destroyed in the 80s or whatever, okay? They would do something to become good with weather things to prevent that earthquake. But, of course, they can't decipher that 9/11, what the hell that was.
Yeah.
So, like, that happens, okay? But, you know, according to Nostradamus, the last president is Trump. And then that's it. Which I don't think is going to happen, by the way.
But not according.
It's like each year they add one more thing.
Yes. There's always something nuanced, right?
But there is one. There is another one with the popes. I forgot what it's called, where they list all the popes. I think his name was Malachi, and he had a vision of all the popes. Right now, we are next to the last pope, so it couldn't be Trump as the last president.
Right.
The pope has to be named Peter the Rock, and that's supposed to lead into the
But we don't even know if that's what his name is actually going to be, because there's no way that's going to happen exactly like that. He may get a nickname of that, you know.
Well,
like for something he does.
Well, from this list, every name has been so far correct that they use.
Okay.
So, I mean, I agree with you. It could be a nickname, but for so far on this list, every name that this person has come by. But wait a minute, Benedict was different though. His name was like what you said, but I mean, for so far, they've been accurate. So, I mean, we're like next to the last.
I'm pretty sure that everything is altered where the future is completely different now. Because
you think we're in a different timeline, Dan?
I think that the future is not going to happen the way it's supposed to happen, and I think we're fine. The only thing is, things are getting fucked up somewhere.
Yeah, I tell you what, I tell you that when I was a little girl, I'm gonna tell you how creepy this is. It's really creepy, and people, I'm not insane because this really happened. There was a set of cards that I used to get when I was a little girl, and my mom gave me the set of cards. And bear with me because this is actually true. Little things used to pop out. Like, I don't know if they was if they was kind of like bugs or something, but they were shaped like the stuff on the cards. And one day that happened to me, that the card picture, it popped up, and I matched it. Ever since that day, and I'm not hallucinating, I was wide awake, I can remember this. After that day, it disappeared. But there was cards to match up whatever came in front of you, because they just pop up like that. And I have never seen anything like that ever since that day. I used to have the cards a long time ago.
Well, I had something similar. And here's the thing: if there was a way to send a message from the future to the past,
yeah,
and you can't have it where it's an actual message, the easiest way would be a numerical code, a number, where will keep popping up in your life, reminding you that something is going to happen. Now, in my life, there's been a weird set of numbers. Now,
23.
No. This number, let me just, because I know time is short.
Yeah.
This number 422 kept popping up so much where I told my dad, and my dad played the number, and we won the lottery, you know. Mm-hmm. Lo and behold, decades later, 422 was the day my dad died. Okay?
Ooh,
and it's like, what the F?
That's awful.
You know?
Oh, wow.
No, I know. So, like, but again, it would be like, why is this number showing up all the damn time? What is it about this number? Lo and behold, after that happened with my dad, I never see that number again in any type of combination. That number does not show up, period. Once that event transpired. Like, I won't see it in a license plate. I won't see it in, like, a thing. It won't come out. I won't be paying attention to it if it comes out in a lottery. So I'm not saying that is, but there's been numbers, you know, that
there
keep popping up.
There was a YouTube video I saw 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, which was talking about this whole thing about sending a message back to your earlier self. Well, this kid, you see him constantly going back and forth to this one cave, and eventually he has a rock in his pocket and he doesn't know why. Well, make a long story short, he and his mom got into a car accident and they drove off into the water. Well, lo and behold, that rock was what helped him break the window in order to save his mom. But yet all this time he doesn't know why the hell does he have this rock in his pocket? Right. And that was really weird.
It's like the movie Signs. Remember when the mother's dying and she gave the message to the kids, swing low, they like said the name, like swing, and meaning they hit the alien with the bat. Remember they always had the bat, they always had the water, and the water killed the aliens. Yeah. And the bat. Yeah. Creepy stuff. But
and then also,
I remember Mandela dying.
I remember
on the news.
Too. I have remembered that,
vividly.
I'm not crazy. I mean, I know that at some point he did die, and I know that see, that's the thing. It's like,
see, back then though, it was harder for them to get the news wrong.
Yeah.
Because the people that worked in the news was so damn accurate.
Yeah.
That they made sure that was not a mistake.
Exactly.
This day and age, people misspelling articles. People are like getting it all wrong because the generation that's running the show doesn't care like they did. You know,
just want to get the news out nowadays.
And it's misspelled. It's not accurate. It's wrong. Yes, but back in the day, that would never happen. You would not have something come on the news that was completely wrong, that they would cover for like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or even whatever, showing like the funeral, showing this, showing that, showing like the president making a statement. They even had it in text, that like a newspaper, that the president made a statement about. Right? Nelson Mandela dying, but then it, like, what the hell? So I don't know what the hell's happening.
I think it's a different timeline because it might be sounding outlandish because we don't know what the future is. So maybe somebody did go back and pinpoint what happened to him at that particular time and then reversed it. Because I knew the same thing, because I remember when that happened, and I was like, oh my God. And now all of a sudden he's deceased. Is he still alive or deceased?
No, he died again.
He died again. Okay, so
But
yeah.
I think he died a third time because I thought again that this happened.
I remember. See, I don't remember the jail. I remember another time where he died, and then it was something totally different though. I don't remember the exact details, but I know it was later on that he dies, and then all of a sudden he's alive again.
Well, you got to think something. If somebody had to travel back in time, right, and they need to create, say they change something, and it's like a little change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There could be certain things that they could change that can completely change the future. Like everybody knows Bernstein Bears.
Here we go.
So if they change something like that,
Yes.
the whole damn timeline could be completely different by a name change.
Okay, how about this worst scenario? They go back in time to do a test change. In other words, they change something within their own timeline. They don't, like something happens, boom, boom, boom. But unbeknownst to them, that change to their own timeline actually splintered off to affect something else entirely. So Dolly doesn't have braces. Mandela really doesn't die. The Monopoly guy doesn't have a moniker. There's not a dash between Kit Kat.
See, there's certain things, though, that is not like really Mandela, even though they are Mandela.
Yeah.
Because we've uncovered stuff that we flat out got the answer why it is what it is. And what's the time limit, Scott?
It's two
Yeah,
minutes.
we're at 2:05.
One of the examples is Greece. And the reason behind that is Coca-Cola and sponsors wanted a new version of Grease. You know, when they did Grease Live, when they did different things, and they want the kids to be able to sing the song. So they put pressure on them to put out another version that they had recorded or different things, a clean version or whatever, and changing the words or whatever, so that way that would fit their thing. So in other words, it's not that anything was altered with Grease, because the original version's still out there on YouTube, but there's a newer version, and they destroyed whatever copies that they had laying around of the original Grease to try to put this nice, cleaner fit. And again, the moment that was reported, everybody's buying Grease movie. And it's the different version. It's not the real version.
Well, I know that there are certain songs that I can hum and listen to, and I can't find no record of the songs. There's even music videos that I have seen that there's no record of. It's not because it's not online or they didn't put it up, because mostly all the videos back from that period is up there. But it was just this one song, and I have no record of it at all.
All right, we're going to have to create a new one.
Yeah.
This is going to end. We'll be back with our everything show on Mandela effect. All right. Take care. Bye for now.